Hey y'all, welcome back. It is week 16 of cleaning season. And this week, we're going to talk about layers. And I feel like it's very important that we talk about it. And it's something that we all go through, right? I'm not talking about wintertime bundling up. I'm talking about what it means to, you know, push through like who we are and like that, that hard outside and to find who God is calling us to be. So for this illustration, for this lesson, I'm gonna use an onion. Yes, an onion. If you know anything about onions, you know, from the outside, they alright. They smell good, right? But then, you know what you do? You cut through. I heard that you're not supposed to cut the eye of onion. But for this one, I'm gonna do it. You just cut. And you cut. Oh, yes. It's almost there. It's almost there. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. Yes. Yes. Oh, no. Oh, no. So as I'm doing this, what I learned is that I had to learn how to debunk who I am, right? So with that being said, like at first the iron is whole, but then when you cut it apart, it's other layers. So this layer right here might be who I was 5 years ago. This layer right here might be who I was 10 years ago in first grade, second grade, wherever it is, and it's bringing me to a point of where I need to discover God again and again and discover who he is calling me to be. And tears are shed. Like, I'm gonna keep on doing it because hopefully I cry, so this will help out the illustration, right? I hope. Kind of. Whew. Yeah, that's the one right there. And the more comfortable and confident I become, the more I do not want to hide. I want to embrace who I'm becoming. And I hope that's the same for you guys, right? And it's all about owning the layers that makes you you. And it makes the impossible become possible. And what I found out recently is that there are things that I'm planning out, different goals that I find myself sometimes unbeknownst to me, right? Not knowing it, but I found myself jokingly pushing off these responsibilities. Like I talked about a few weeks ago about with the furry responsibility, and this is right in that same category. And it's my coping mechanism because it's easier to joke off. It's like, hey, are you gonna do this? Like, are you gonna apply for this job? Like, whatever it might be in my life, or whatever it might be in your life. Like, it's a muscle, and I do it without knowing it. And it's something that like is easy to do. It's like God says, like, hey, you're gonna do this, and like I'm like, hey, no, like I try to joke it off, and then somebody told me that when I do that, it makes other people around me feel like, hey, you're not ready, like you're not taking this as serious as you need to, and like it's all about changing because that's one of the layers that I need to change. Yeah, it's a hard one. And because this onion right in my face, and if I do not confront these layers, I will not achieve whatever I'm destined to achieve, whatever God set out for me. And that goes into the verse Jeremiah 29:11, and it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future." So this iron, the layers in our life, we feel like it's so much, like we can't do it, but then we read that verse and it's like God knows the plans. He knows, like we don't even need to know. He has all these plans for us. and it will prosper us and it will push us forward and it won't harm us, right? It'll give us hope in a future. And like, man, like this year with the videos and just different steps of faith with different areas where just learning new things, going to events that or being in groups that I never really thought I would be in, or applying for jobs. Is like, man, like I don't know if I'm gonna get this, but now it's like I'm confident that I made the right decision to apply myself, right? And through those years, like through that time, when you allow God to take the layers, and He's like, hey, like I see this layer. This is who you are, but this is who you're gonna be, because I'm gonna take all of this, right, and I'm gonna use it for good. And it's just crazy to think about right now, and how you see the iron is still intact. God's not gonna throw yourself away. You're gonna still be you, but like this layer, right? This iron, he's just gonna put it in different areas. He's gonna mold your heart. He's gonna shape it in where it should go. And then next time, it might have a new layer. And then again and again and again, he's breaking away at your heart. He's picking at your heart. Like if you play Minecraft, he's picking at your heart with the pickaxe. With the stone pickaxe. Yes, he's picking at your heart. And the song that I want to mention to you guys is from Tribal One. It's Tribal Records, Maverick City Music, if you know about them. And one of the songs, I was just listening to it, right? And this song, "Come and Move" came on. And as I was listening to the chorus, it stood out to me, because the chorus says this: "Come and move as we say yes to you." I'm not a great singer, so I'm not gonna sing it. Again, it says, "Come and move as we say yes to you." So God responds to our heart when we sing out to Him. When we are not just singing, but when we are speaking out to Him, God responds. And it's like a call and response. Cause I remember this when I was in college. The different petitions and stuff. 'Cause I went to a Catholic college, and it connects well with that, because it was a call and response. It's like, hey, I'm gonna say this, and now you say, Lord, hear my prayers. Like I'm gonna say the petition, and then at the end, like you're gonna say, Lord, hear my prayers, and like it's like a call and response, and that's how God is with us. Like we call, He answers. And it's crazy, because a lot of times He's calling us, like all the time He's calling us, and sometimes we don't answer. And it's like, hey, I'm too busy. Like then God is like, all right, like I still love you, and then every time we call Him, He's there. And whew, that's crazy to think of, when we're down on our knees, like when we're down in like these like deep thoughts, when we're down in the pandemic, then we call out to Him. But it's like when it's like all peachy and sunny, we don't. And that's something that we need to change. And I know for me personally, I'll be talking to God, I'll be joking to God, like when I'm driving, just making that relationship real. And I did that because years ago some of my lyrics fell off when I was in college, and that's when I really found God, really found salvation, because I was like, when nobody else was there, you were there. And when He was there, when I allowed Him to be in my life, He showed me people that would walk with me, that would be there. You know what I mean? Especially being a freshman in college. And then from there, I learned how to be a leader because of that. And when you say yes to what you feel is crazy, it's out there, it's crazy. Like what I'm doing right now is crazy. Like I could never dream of this. It's crazy to be doing these videos, being confident enough to know that my words have value in somebody's life. The words that God gave me years ago have value in your life. And It's just crazy to me. But yet you know God is in control. He will come and make sure you have everything you need. When your faith is tested, like it says in James, your endurance has a chance to grow. So let it grow, for it will be perfect and complete. And you'll need nothing. Like basically, like when your faith is tested, when it's like put to the fire, like you're gonna have that endurance, like the Olympics. You're gonna have that endurance, and you're gonna keep on going. You're gonna keep on wanting more. You're gonna keep on yearning for more. Because the more you read of God, the more you breathe the word of God, sing it, act it out through your actions, through your ministries, you're gonna want more, and you will not be satisfied. You know what I mean? Like you'll be filled up, but it's like, hey, I want more, and I want more. For me, it's like I'll say it this way: like I'm satisfied with God, but I want more. Like I'm eating, like if you're eating some food, like you're satisfied in the moment, but it's like you want more of it. And I know that I hope this makes sense, cause it did in my head. I don't know, but yeah, like I know when the end comes, God's gonna be here. Like I'm gonna be in heaven and I'm gonna be satisfied. I'm gonna be fulfilled. But until then, it's like, man, God, like I want more of you. I want to be satisfied every single day. I want to keep on chasing after you. I want to my appetite. I want to be focused on you. This is but my diet needs to be. I want to consume your love. And I think I said that right. I want to consume your love. Like this onion, how bad it smells. Cutting through the layers is worth it. The tears are worth it because I want to be intentional because you were intentional with me. And all we have to do is remove the layers. We have to have a soft heart, like I said earlier, that God can mold and shape. And I just hope you guys take this message to heart and to continue to be great. But remember that you can't walk around closed up because nobody can help you out if that's the case. You gotta allow yourself to be broken apart so God can put you back together. So I hope you enjoyed this message. I hope it blessed somebody as it did for myself. And as always, I love y'all and peace. Now see you next week at 7 o'clock.